Austria. In Austria, on the wedding night, the groom must remove his bride's underwear and throw it among the guests. This is Austria, a landlocked country located in the Eastern Alps. The country is made up of 9 federal states, one of which is Vienna, the capital and largest city of Austria. Austria shares borders with Germany to the northwest, the Czech Republic to the north, Slovakia to the northeast, Hungary to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland and Liechtenstein to the west. The country has an area of around 83,879 square kilometers and a population of nearly 9 million people. The official language of Austria is Austrian German, but many people also speak various Bavarian dialects. The name Austria comes from the German word Österreich, meaning Eastern Empire or Eastern Kingdom. High quality and free education system. Austria's education system is high quality and free. Education in public schools and universities is either free or low cost for Austrian citizens and EU students. Austrian universities have a strong reputation, especially in fields like music, arts, and engineering. Additionally, there are many international schools in Austria that offer good options for foreign families. Café culture. Café culture is deeply ingrained in Austria. People here love cafés, and even Vienna's cafés are listed as part of UNESCO's cultural heritage. Austrian cafés are not just for drinking coffee but are also places for studying, working, or socializing. Traditional Austrian cafés usually have an old, luxurious decor and are famous for their delicious drinks and pastries. Strange toilets in Austria. One strange thing about Austria is its toilets. Austrian toilets have a shelf-like area inside the toilet bowl where the waste stays before being flushed. This allows individuals to examine their stool or take a sample for testing if needed. Scientifically, this practice can help with health monitoring. Direct and blunt people. Austrians are known for being direct and blunt. They prefer to speak openly and avoid polite formalities. You may encounter blunt feedback or even rude comments in interactions with them. However, this bluntness reflects their commitment to honesty. For example, if you ask them, "Does this outfit make me look fat?" and the answer is yes, they will tell you frankly, "Yes, it does make you look fat." Though some may find them harsh, they believe they are simply telling the truth. Ski culture. Skiing is deeply embedded in Austrian culture. Children learn to ski from a young age with their parents, and ski lessons are mandatory in schools. Because of this, Austrian skiers are consistently among the top competitors in international ski races, winning numerous medals in European and world competitions. Skiing can be expensive, so many Austrians only ski once or twice a year, but they all watch the Alpine Ski World Cup, which is very important to them. Cycling culture. You might think that only the Dutch love cycling, but Austria is also one of the most bike-friendly countries in Europe. Many Austrian cities, especially Vienna, have extensive and safe bike paths. Even in winter, many people continue cycling. This culture is not only good for the environment but also benefits people's health. High safety. Austria is one of the safest countries in the world. The crime rate is very low, and people can walk safely on the streets even at night. This high level of safety makes life in Austria peaceful and stress-free for families and individuals alike. Staring culture. Austrians have an interesting cultural practice. They don't mind staring at strangers. On the street or in public transport, you might notice people looking at strangers with interest. This is a form of approval and appreciation, not a sign that the person looks odd. So, if someone stares at you in Austria, don't be surprised. Love for dogs. Austrians love dogs, and almost everywhere, dogs are warmly welcomed. Dogs can accompany their owners in cafes, restaurants, the subway, and many other public places. However, there is also a dog tax in Austria. Dog owners must pay an annual fee of around €72 for their first dog and €105 for each additional dog. Failing to pay this tax can result in hefty fines. Cost of living. Let's take a look at the cost of living in Austria. For instance, renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center of Vienna costs between 800 and 1,200 euros per month. The cost of buying an apartment in the city center is around 4,000 to 7,000 euros per square meter. A meal at an average restaurant costs between 10 and 15 euros, while in more expensive restaurants, it ranges from 20 to 60 euros. Monthly grocery costs for one person are about 200 to 300 euros. Public transportation costs around 2.5 euros for a one-way ticket and 35 to 50 euros for a monthly subscription. Gasoline costs about 1.5 euros per liter, and high-speed internet costs about 20 to 30 euros per month. In Austria, there's an interesting and old custom at some weddings where the groom removes the bride's underwear and throws it among the guests. Grinning face with smiling eyes. This custom is somewhat similar to the bouquet toss, but with a bit more mischievousness. Some say that this action is a sign of good luck, and the person who catches it might be the next one to marry. However, nowadays, many couples do not follow this tradition because it can seem a bit daring. But in some rural areas or among close friends, it's still seen. Music and Austrian musicians. Austria is known as the home of many great composers and artists. Vienna, the capital of Austria, is considered the world center of classical music and has been home to some of the greatest names in music, such as Mozart, Beethoven, and Schubert. Various concerts are held at famous venues like the Vienna Philharmonic and the Vienna State Opera, attracting thousands of fans from around the world. Additionally, Austria has a very rich musical culture, which is showcased in various music festivals, operas, and theaters across the country. Famous Austrian cuisine. Austria is known for its delicious and unique food, which is a blend of traditional and modern flavors. One of the most famous dishes in Austria is Wiener Schnitzel, which consists of veal or pork covered in breadcrumbs and fried. Desserts like Apfelstrudel, apple strudel, or Sachertorte, sacher cake, are also among the most popular treats. These dishes are not only famous in Austria but also have a large following in many other countries around the world and are an integral part of Austria's culinary culture. Tourist attractions in Austria. Austria, with its stunning natural landscapes and beautiful historical landmarks, is a popular destination for tourists. The Alps, Austria's lakes, and numerous national parks are some of its natural attractions. Vienna, with its historical palaces and museums, such as the Schönbrunn Palace and the Museum of Art History, is a major tourist destination. Additionally, Salzburg, with its Baroque architecture, scenic views, and cultural festivals, is a beloved spot for history and culture enthusiasts. So, what do you think about Austria and these interesting facts about the country? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for supporting us by liking and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to click on this video and check out other videos on our channel.